Welcome back to another baseball card opening video. My name is Kasabe, and today we have the All-Star Game Mega Box from the All-Star Game in Atlanta just a little bit ago. I originally saw these at the store, and I wasn't like too big originally. Wasn't too keen on like just the base cards that said All-Star Game kind of flying throughout the design of the card, but with the weeks to follow, I did see that people were hitting some pretty big stuff from these mega boxes to the point where the value was actually well worth it. And I came across some more at the store here today and thought, you know what? Let's do it. I know the All-Star Game's a little bit past this point, but if they truly do have the value that people are saying, then why not just pick one up and try and rip one for the sake of hitting something big. Again, there are going to be a lot of players in here who didn't necessarily make the All-Star Game. They had to make this well in advance. So it's not like directly in line with the events that just took place here about last week at this point. They also have to have some equal representation for each team. So for the White Sox, for example, they're going to have bigger stars like Luis Robert, even though they may not have had an all-star caliber season. So let's go ahead and rip this open. On the box, it says there's 80 total cards. Got a chance at some all-star greats autographs. Classic swings is a pretty common one in here. One of the inserts, I suppose. So there's 20 cards per pack. So there's 4 packs of 20 cards equals 80. All right. So again, there are the All-Star Game packs, 20 cards each. Some pretty fat packs considering from a mega. Adjusting my microphone orientation here. So here's pack number 1. There'll be a lot of rookies in here too. So starting off, we have Caden Dana for the Angels, Chase Dollander. It's honestly a big one. He just kind of started for the Rockies. Freddie Freeman. It's kind of cool just kind of seeing him go to the homecoming with the Braves. Tarek Skubal, John Kenzie Noel, the Big Christmas, Jackson Holiday. Randy ended up making it to the All-Star Game, as did James Wood. Like I said, a lot of rookies in here. We have our first backwards card. And this is going to be Cubs rookie Kevin Alcantara. Oh, that's numbered to 50. Number 6 of 50 for the Cubs rookie right there. So that is definitely a huge hit out of this. Serial to 50. I also see here we have Ken Griffey Jr. All-Star Game greats. That's when he won the MVP. I think it said in 1992 based on... Yeah. Oh, I'm going to love this card right here. Torrey Hunter, if this is the jump at the wall that I remember. Okay, not necessarily. I was thinking of like when he robbed Barry Bonds at the wall. I guess this is kind of after he had already walked away from the wall, like prior to Bonds picking him up and kind of throwing him over his shoulder. So it is from that All-Star Game, I want to say. Yes, so Barry Bonds, it has a little bit more here in the blur, but I was thinking it would be like the actual action shot of him at the wall in the midst of kind of robbing it. So we also have Chase Utley. There's the classic swings inserts. So we got Chase Utley there. A couple more homegrown heroes. That's another one. Kind of similar to the classic swings. So we got Phil Niekro. There's another classic swings of George Brett. And lastly, we have Joe Torre from his playing days, homegrown heroes. So a couple of each insert in the box. Got a couple homegrown heroes, a couple classic swings. Again, the pride and joy of this first pack will be the Kevin Alcantara for the Cubs. So that was just pack number 1. I'm not sure if we're going to get too many other serialized cards from here. Let's open pack number 2. We have Clayton Kershaw, who was nominated to the All-Star Game. Actually threw to a few batters as well. Jacob Wilson, Jackson Churio, Trey Turner, Ryan Bliss. Man, I kind of wish he was playing. He was one of my favorite players to watch last year, Wyatt Langford. All right, so there's all the base for that one. And coming up first here, we have a backwards Shohei Ohtani. This one just seems to be like a refractor or like rainbow foil of some sort. But let me compare it to the base here so you guys can kind of see the difference. See how it has a little bit more shimmer and shine. So, I mean, Shohei's a great player to have for something like that. Also in this pack, we have Pudge Rodriguez, MLB All-Star Game greats, followed by Willie Mays, And we'll have a few of the classic swings and hometown heroes. So we got Don Mattingly, Sean Murphy, Hanley Ramirez. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a while. For the Marlins. I guess he did play during their rebrand. And there is Austin Riley. So a lot of Braves players in here with the All-Star game being in Atlanta. That makes a ton of sense. So yeah, we got a rookie to 50 gold and then a rainbow Shohei Ohtani. He was the leading vote getter in the National League. All right. Third pack, we got Willie Adames, Corbin Burns. There's Aaron Judge. The other leading vote getter in the other league, Mike Trout, Hunter Green, Riley Green, Andrew McCutchen, Dylan Cruz, Tatis, Matt Shaw on the Cubs. There's the base Alcantara. And I think this will be the hit right here, based on like all the inserts and everything. So that is Brooks Lee for my Minnesota Twins. Another one of those kind of refractors with like the rainbow in the background. So I will take that for the Minnesota Twins, one of the better rookies in the class. And we got All-Star Game greats, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Was this more of like the home run derby? No, that it's actually from when he hit a home run in the All-Star Game. Tim Raines. Oh, we got Joe Mauer, classic swings. I'll take that. Hank Aaron. The tribute to him was just absolutely amazing during the All-Star game as well. There's Derek Lee of the Chicago Cubs. Classic swings. And finally, we got Acuna. So a lot of Braves players. Are these all Braves players? I'm just putting 2 and 2 together now. I think everybody we pulled. I mean, we got like Phil Niekro and a couple others, like I said. So maybe that is all exclusively Atlanta players. All right, but we got the last pack here. Let's see if we have any last pack magic. Autograph would be sweet. There's Adele Amador for the Rockies. Like I said, they just kind of have to represent every team, and especially some rookies. My computer just decided to take a moment there, so we're halfway through pack number 4. There was Kumar Rocker, Mookie Betts, Adolis Garcia, Julio Rodriguez, Soto on the Mets. There's Cam Smith. And our last special inserts, I believe, will be this Emmanuel Clase card, and that looks like a magenta or like a purple, maybe a mix between, to 250. So Emmanuel Clase for the Cleveland Guardians. I'll have to look and see what that one is technically called here, but we do have a couple numbered hits from this product. Put that down to the side here. We have Mike Trout's All-Star Game Greats, followed by Alex Bregman. And lastly, some classic swings and homegrown heroes. There is Will Clark, Matt Olson, another one for the Braves, Fernando Tatis Jr. classic swings, and Spencer Schwellenbach. So yes, I think these are all Atlanta ones. All right, so you get like 1 hit per pack, I guess, not counting like base rookie cards or anything. So we got this Emmanuel Clase, the Rainbow Refractor of Brooks Lee. We got one of Shohei Ohtani, which considering all the players you could get, I think that's a pretty good pull. You got arguably the best player in the league, and then one from my favorite team, so I'm happy about that. And then this one's to 50, Alcantara for the Chicago Cubs. So again, there are like the 4 hits, so to speak. But yeah, fun little rip. I thoroughly enjoyed the All-Star game this week. I'm sure you guys probably did too, between the Home Run Derby and the second Home Run Derby in the All-Star Swing-Off. But if you've opened some of this product, let me know in the comment section what you've pulled. That'll do it for now, though. Signing off, this is Kasabe, and we'll see you next time.